pretty remarkable what has gone on with unions just in the past couple of weeks while we've been rehearsing this play and those attacks throughout this country.
I mean, in a way, the play, I think, has a relevance because of the struggles for the workers' rights to organize in Wisconsin and Indiana, Ohio, but also, I think that with all the recent debates about tax cuts for the wealthy, there's a question about who actually creates the wealth of that civilization and who is entitled to a share in it and where does it go. And we're living in a time now where the gulf between the richest and the poorest in our society is greater than at any point in American history. This is a time when all of the issues that are connected to the issue of income equality or disequilibrium, including labor unions and taxation, are going to become very much,
absolutely, as
in the fore.
reflected in these current discussions of the budget.
Yes,
what's
absolutely.
In and what's out. And I hear that every day. I guess I want to talk a little bit about the family. I mean, no one leaves the theater without telling me how deeply affected they are, or how deeply empathic they are, or how much it reminds them of dealing with their own siblings, their own parents.
We both worked very, very hard together to pull together an astonishing cast, and the way that they live on stage is a kind of an ease of presence there that makes me very, very proud. You really feel that you're watching people. I feel every night when I come in, I said, well, the Mark Antonios, the family is named after an actual Italian-American family, the Mark Antonio family, the most famous member of which, Vito Mark Antonio, was a 6-term radical congressman from East Harlem, New York. Not much thought of these days, but a really an extraordinary figure in American political history and in left history and in New York City history.
I've watched some of our company members go onto that set and fiddle around, and with the books on the set, the furniture on the set, stuff that's in the kitchen. I mean, it's quite. I think they have really moved in.
We have a long history with each other. Right. We did a play my first play in 1990 here at the Public Theater. And that's one of the nice things about being middle-aged. That you really begin to feel like you've lived your adult life in this profession, and you have these very deep relationships. We've watched each other's work since I was associate artistic director at New York Theater Workshop in your very first production in New York, when 70 Seats of Halloween, which was amazing at New York Theater Workshop. And so I feel like we've really been.
I loved being able to be around when you met Joe, Pap, and Gail.
If it wasn't for you, I don't know that I would have met Joe. And
you would have met Joe.
Well, maybe.
Yes,
although,
that would have happened.
It was a small.
But I was happy to be there.
But you were the occasion of it.
Really happy to be there.
And I think Joe would really. We've said this before, but I think Joe would really like.
He'd love this play. It really gets at the issues that were most important to him, and I think in the way that he was most familiar and most comfortable. We talk about some guy who was the great innovator and also the great traditionalist.
Yeah,
really
right.
Extraordinary combination.
And that's an important thing. I mean, what Mark Wendland has done in the set design. I mean, this set that is both really looks to me at times like one of those sets from a play in the 1950s.
Yeah, that room.
That family room. But it's surrounded by a matrix of cages and panels that make it very modern and very haunting. And it's the perfect combination because the play both adheres to the form of kind of, the big family drama, and also breaks that in a number of ways. So.
Great. Terrific. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Tony.